It's the Zach Sang Show. Zach Sang Show.
And this is no offense to all the DJs of the world, but the DJ dance music phenomenon has, I'm not saying they're not musicians, but it has definitely helped nullify the need for great musicianship. Yes. Because when you have a computer and editing software, I can make the intern in the other room like sound like a badass with enough time because I have the software to do it. And that's kind of not good.
It's scary.
It's scary. Yeah, it's scary. At the end of the day, you still have to have a killer melody and a killer lyric.
And a great song.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much help you're getting from computers or from editing or from any modern technology. If you don't have a great melody and a great lyric, it doesn't matter.
And chances are there's like, the way I think about it is like there's an artist behind the artist.
There is.
You know?
Yeah. I'm excited about the access. The part that concerns me that I've seen with a handful of YouTube stars is to go from a dorm room to record deal to now we're making a $600,000 album because you have 100 million views on YouTube.
Yeah.
That is false logic. You haven't done a show. Like you literally have your stage presence sucks because you haven't been on stage. I mean, it took us years. It took me a solid 4 years to actually feel confident on stage to the point that I do now. And
in these situations, you're taking kids maybe within 6 months being thrown into something that they're not even prepared for on numerous different levels.
There's, we won't go naming the names, but we could rattle off 2 or 3 acts right now that were the YouTube stars that if I said your name right now, you go, oh my God, that's right. Where have they been? And it's like, well, I'll tell you where they've been.
Chilling somewhere.
Chilling.
Zach and I saw a YouTube concert. He took me to one, and I said, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It looked like you took a bunch of random high schoolers, threw them on stage, and said, do something.
It's a talent show.
Yeah.
And the thing is...
And they would have lost.
There's something about YouTube, and I will say, this is the only thing I don't understand about YouTube. It breeds a certain kind of singer. And I'm not throwing this shade. I'm not saying all people off YouTube, because Bieber can sing his ass off. He's amazing. Yeah. There's a lot of good singers, off of YouTube. Meghan Trainor has a phenomenal voice. Ariana has a ridiculous voice. So I'm not applying this to everybody. I'm saying that there is a decent amount of singers, like I can spot it on radio. Like I can, about a year and a half ago, I remember I was driving and a record came on, I think it was on Kiss, and it came on air, and I was like, who is that? Like I was listening to the song was okay, but I was with someone in the car, I was like, that dude literally sounds like a YouTube singer. And like fill in the blank, unidentified, homogenized YouTube singer. And I Googled the song after I pulled over. And it was exactly that. It was literally, I could hear YouTube on the voice. And I can't explain it other than to say, it homogenizes the soul. Yeah. And like there's a certain grit and a certain like character that I wish I heard more on some of the singers. Maybe because they're coming from covers usually. That's why it's very karaoke. There's a very clean like and you so money. So like there's this very like saccharine kind of vibe to it. But you don't feel it. I don't feel it. I don't feel emotionally. Yeah. I don't feel it emotionally. I get that.
It's more emulating than anything else.
It is. I think. You can have all the followers on earth, but it doesn't matter. Like I don't if I don't believe you, And clearly though, for a younger, like a super young crowd, like if you're talking girls like 11 to 14, I don't know that they're listening with the same set of. They're not sitting around going, I don't believe him. They're going, he's cute.
Adorable.
He's adorable. He's adorable, and every single word is like he's wrote it for me, even though he didn't write it. And so that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be the old crotchety dude that's like, oh, that sucks. You suck. I'm just saying my opinion. There's a certain YouTube sheen that lands on a lot of cover artists,
but it's completely accurate, and you see them come and go real quick.
You see them come and go real quick. Yeah, and that's the danger in covers. You got to write your own story. Yeah. You have to write your own story. It's like spend less time covering artists, spend more time writing songs.